What's going on, guys? So today on this hashtag Master Grade Monday update, we're going to take a look at how far I've gotten in on the MG Shin Musha Gundam. Or at least the stuff that comes with it. Either way, let's check it out. It has been a while since I've done something master grade sized, and actually I've never done anything quite like this. So, this is an update video, so this way I'm not having to plow through a build constantly in 1 week to get things done. So I'm going to do these as I go, and because I'm sort of doing some customizing as I'm going, that's what this update video is sort of for. So one thing you'll see, I've got the whole setup here that he does come with. You've got the cool dragon and phoenix battle thing going on in the background. You've got his cool pole weapons, or at least that, staff weapon, and then you've got the gun, you got his sword, and then you got these cool little signs. Now, one thing I did for all of this, all of these parts are glued in, with the exception of the backdrop. So the stands are glued in, but if I can get the uprights out, then that'll be good, at least for storage purposes. I hadn't considered that. Now, I know normally they want you to pick between these two signs. I put them both out just because I think it looks like a cool display. And the staff weapons are pretty cool. This one I think is actually a little bit worse out of the two, only because it's very plain, and I don't like this joint right here. It gets a little wobbly. It's like it doesn't quite know where to focus. Talking about the camera. I'm having to use my old camera for things, so this isn't going to be like a full-on review of the things, but I'm telling you guys what I'm doing and how it's going. So this weapon and that weapon are both made of wood in different ways. So the staff, the actual, pipe, but the handle of this is supposed to be wood. A good chunk of that is supposed to be wood, if not the whole thing. But as you can see here, just looking at it, I haven't done much to it. So another thing that is annoying is the way these sections combine, and you'll actually see some stress marks forming down here. But one thing I have done, I painted just these little bits here so it actually looks like a segmented piece, and I painted this chunk here, and you can see that it's got a little bit of weathering to it, make it look a little bit more like it's real metal. Now, for anybody who hasn't done it before, they did a very simple thing here. This is just sprayed with Tamiya matte black and rubbed over with the Tamiya weathering kit gunmetal powder. That's all it is, and it gives you that nice look. Gives it a little bit of metallic look. So those are both needing to look a bit more like wood, like I did with this. So this is going to be hard to film, but you guys should be able to see what I've got going on here. So I actually scratched some wood grain into the just frankly really crappy brown plastic. I might have to go over it again with another coat. But then I took some of the Gundam marker Real Touch markers, come on, this camera's a little bit slower to focus, there we go. So I took some of the Real Touch marker browns and blacks and basically traced a kind of wooden design and some ripples in there, and then I did a dry brush with some like khaki color to add a little bit of weathering to it. Now, all of the parts along here are done the same way I did that over there. Sprayed with matte black and then rubbed down with gunmetal to give them a more metallic-y look. Even this upright here that I think is a sight for the actual rifle. But I hand-painted these parts. So I hand-painted the hose, and then I hit the gold ends there with the Gundam gold marker. I had to hand-paint this trigger handle, and this little bit here, and this little bit here. Those all got hand painted first and then weathered down. And because of the way that paint wrinkled just a little bit, actually adds a little bit of stuff to it. Personally, I think this side of the gun looks a little bit better. And you're wondering, why did I leave the stickers there the way they are? Well, because I want it to look old and fairly used, but somebody who would have this would at least keep something on it clean, even if the wood itself was getting old and damaged. So basically keeping like the metal gets polished, but that's it. That, and I put the stickers on first, and then did the rest. And just one more touch, if you're following me, you'll see there a nice scope sticker that does not come with the kit. So basically I made this look like an old weathered, you know, handgun, old weathered piece of wood. Come on, focus on something. There we go. And then even beat up the handle around there to make it look like it's been running into stuff. So honestly, very simple techniques. No advanced tools. I mean, you can buy the weathering marker, you can buy the weathering kit, you can buy the knife that I used. I just used an older, slightly broken tip X-Acto knife to do that part. So, but that's the progress I've made so far. I'm going to start on the Gundam itself after I get done with the weapons. I'm going to give that same wooden treatment to both of the weapons. This is going to be a little bit harder to do. I might actually take some sandpaper and try to add a bit of wood grain feel to it like that instead. Joey Ganoda did this kit a few years ago, and he did a really, really nice treatment. I'll bring it up here on his wood and stuff. But now he says he likes my wood treatment better than his, so it's kind of funny. But guys, I know this was a real short update. One thing I did want to mention, I got my balls back. So if you're unfamiliar with my custom painted ball here, or my balls, go back and watch that review. It was a while back. I'll link it up here in the card. But because Balls for Balls is now going on, oh, what's Balls for Balls, you say? That's the new charity contest for the year. If you for some reason haven't seen it, by all means go check out that video and where we did the announcement. But because I already have these guys, I'm going to be using them to make a custom sort of deal. I've already ordered several things to assist me with that, and if you guys stick around a little bit later this week, maybe even tomorrow, maybe even later today, I don't know, you'll see a new In the Kitchen with Shoki where some new stuff came in. But I'll catch you guys then. If you like this video, if you like what I've done so far, and you can't wait to see the rest of it, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe-ish button down there if for some reason you aren't. We are growing steadily every single day. If you want to help support the channel in any way possible, by all means, check out the Patreon or check out the Shoki shirts. You can go over there and check that out. And as for the Balls for Balls merchandise store, we're still waiting to get the final designs back before we can start doing the merch. So that's all that I have to do there. But guys, thanks for checking out this Master Grade Monday update. Come back next week where I'll hopefully have a lot more done. I've got more free time this week. I'll see you guys then. And remember, as always, to keep on building.